Let me ask you something, my dear. What if I told you there are certain foods, small, crunchy, humble little things that could lower your blood sugar, protect your nerves, and even help your heart beat stronger? Not pills, not injections, just nuts. But not all nuts are created equal. Some will heal you, others might just hurt you. And there's even one so powerful, you only need one piece a day. Pull up a chair. This old doctor is about to share 10 of the best nuts every diabetic should eat and why your health may just depend on it. Part 1. Almonds, the gentle guardian of blood sugar. My dear, if you could only pick one nut to eat each day to help your diabetes, let it be the almond. These little things may look ordinary, but they're loaded with magic, natural, healing magic. Almonds have one of the lowest glycemic indexes among nuts, between 0 and 15. That means they won't spike your blood sugar, not even a little. In fact, eating almonds regularly may improve how well your body responds to insulin by up to 17%. That's a big deal, especially if you're struggling with blood sugar control. Just 1 ounce, a small handful, about 23 almonds, gives you fiber, protein, healthy fats, and nearly 20% of your daily magnesium. And here's the kicker. Almonds are also rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects your eyes and nerves to areas often damaged in diabetes. Now listen to this little secret. If you eat almonds before a high-carb meal, your blood sugar spike after eating could drop by as much as 30%. That's nature lending a helping hand. Just be careful. Too many almonds can mean too many calories. 1 ounce per day is just right. And if you've had kidney stones or nut allergies, ask your doctor first. But for most people, almonds are not just safe, they're brilliant. Part 2. Walnuts, the brainy nut with a big heart. The walnut. Shaped like a tiny brain, and it turns out it helps the brain, too. But that's not all. If you have diabetes, walnuts are one of your best allies. They don't raise blood sugar. In fact, eating walnuts daily may improve insulin sensitivity by up to 20%. That means your body handles sugar more efficiently. A single ounce, around 14 halves, brings heart-healthy fats, fiber, and a powerful plant-based omega-3 called ALA. That's the kind of fat that reduces inflammation and protects your heart, your kidneys, your nerves, even your memory. Don't be afraid of the fat in walnuts. Over 90% is the good kind. And guess what? Some studies say walnuts may help reduce belly fat and even lower your A1C. Keep your serving to 1 ounce per day. Choose raw or dry roasted with no sugar or salt added. They're lovely in oatmeal, salads, or eaten by the handful. Trust me, your body will thank you. Part 3. Pistachios, the tiny warriors of blood sugar balance. Pistachios, my friend, may be small, but don't underestimate them. These green little gemps are packed with power for diabetics. They're low on the glycemic index, around 15, and studies have shown they can lower fasting blood sugar and even reduce your HbA1c by up to 9%. That's not minor, it's meaningful. In 1 ounce, about 49 pistachios, you get protein, fiber, healthy fats, magnesium, potassium, and a generous helping of vitamin B6. All these nutrients help manage blood sugar, improve nerve health, and support the heart. And here's a bonus. Pistachios fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two villains that play a huge role in diabetes complications. They also lower LDL cholesterol and improve blood flow. Better circulation means better healing and protection from nerve damage. But listen closely, don't overdo it. These are easy to snack on, especially if they're already shelled. Stick to 1 ounce. Buy them raw and unsalted. Add them to salads, crush them on fish, or throw them into smoothies. They're not just tasty, they're therapeutic. Part 4. Pecans, the buttery friend your heart will love. Now, pecans, most folks only think of them in pies. But in their raw, natural form, pecans are a gift to your heart, your nerves, and your blood sugar. With a glycemic index close to 0, pecans don't mess with your blood sugar. They help improve insulin sensitivity and may even lower fasting insulin by 10%. Just 1 ounce, about 19 halves, provides fiber, magnesium, healthy fats, and powerful antioxidants. All of that works together to protect blood vessels, reduce oxidative stress, and keep your nerves healthy. You see, pecans have that rare blend, rich taste, and real health benefits. They're loaded with unsaturated fat, the kind that lowers bad cholesterol and supports brain function. That's important, especially in diabetes, where circulation and cognition often take a hit. Avoid candied or glazed pecans, of course. We want the nut, not the sugar coat. Eat them raw, dry roasted, and in moderation. Sprinkle them on salads, yogurt, or even blend them into a smoothie. Pecans aren't just for holidays, they're for health. Part 5: Cashews, soft, creamy, and misunderstood. Cashews, the softest, smoothest of the nut family. And yet, many diabetics are told to avoid them. Why? Because they taste a little sweet. But let me set the record straight. Cashews have a moderate glycemic index, about 25, and when eaten in moderation, can be part of a diabetic-friendly lifestyle. 1 ounce, around 18 cashews, gives you protein, magnesium, and unsaturated fat. These help lower blood pressure, improve HDL cholesterol, and support nerve and immune function to areas often weakened by diabetes. Sure, they're a bit higher in carbs than some other nuts, but they're still far better than chips, cookies, or crackers. Cashews slow digestion and can prevent sugar spikes after meals. That creamy texture, it's from natural fats, not sugar. You can blend them into sauces, add them to stir-fries, or enjoy them plain. Just make sure they're unsalted and dry roasted. Portion control, as always, is key. Just 1 ounce. That's enough to enjoy the benefits without tipping the scale. Part 6: Brazil nuts, small quantity, massive benefit. Yes, Brazil nuts. Not your everyday snack, but my goodness, what a treasure they are. If there were ever a nut that packed a punch with just 1 or 2 bites, this is it. You see, Brazil nuts have a glycemic index close to 0, and they barely contain any carbs at all. That's already a win for blood sugar. But here's the magic: just 1 Brazil nut gives you more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. Selenium, my dear, is an antioxidant warrior. It protects your nerves, blood vessels, and kidneys from oxidative stress, one of the biggest silent dangers in diabetes. It also helps your thyroid function properly, and that ties directly to how well your metabolism and blood sugar work. 1 or 2 nuts a day, yes, that's all you need. Not a handful, because too much selenium over time can be harmful, but just the right amount. It's healing. So go ahead and add Brazil nuts to your breakfast or crumble one into a smoothie. They may not look like much, but don't judge a nut by its shell. Part 7: Macadamia nuts, rich, creamy, and surprisingly safe. Now here's a nut that often gets misunderstood. Macadamia nuts are buttery, rich, and yes, high in fat. But don't be afraid. These fats are your friend, especially if you're living with type 2 diabetes. Macadamias have almost 0 glycemic impact. That means they don't spike your blood sugar at all, and the fats inside them, mostly monounsaturated, the same kind you find in olive oil, the heart-healthy kind. In just 1 ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts, you get fiber, magnesium, manganese, and a full 21 grams of these good fats. These nutrients help reduce insulin resistance, lower inflammation, and even fight off belly fat. Plus, macadamia nuts support kidney health, nerve protection, and brain function, areas often hit hardest in diabetes. Eat about 1 ounce a day. They're calorie-dense, so no need to go overboard. But what a luxurious, healing snack they are. Sprinkle them in salads, bake them in low-carb cookies, or eat them plain. Just know, your cells will thank you. Part 8: Hazelnuts, more than just a holiday treat. Hazelnuts, the quiet ones. People think of them only during the holidays or when they see that chocolate spread jar. But let's take a moment to appreciate what hazelnuts can do on their own. They have a very low glycemic index, are rich in vitamin E, 28% of your daily needs in one serving, and deliver magnesium and manganese, both of which play a key role in insulin efficiency and blood sugar control. Hazelnuts are also full of antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, which leads to nerve damage, kidney problems, and slow wound healing, things diabetics struggle with daily. And guess what? Their fats, mostly unsaturated, help keep your heart and brain strong. So forget the chocolate coating. Enjoy hazelnuts raw or dry roasted. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, or blend them into healthy spreads. This little nut is a quiet hero. Part 9. Pine nuts. Tiny but mighty. They may look small, but pine nuts are little powerhouses, and most people don't even know how good they are for diabetics. You see, pine nuts contain a rare compound called pinolenic acid. That's a mouthful, but what it does is impressive. It helps suppress appetite and improves how your body signals fullness. That's a big help if you're trying to control weight or fight sugar cravings. Beyond that, pine nuts help lower bad cholesterol LDL and improve endothelial function, which is just a fancy way of saying they help your blood vessels stay flexible and healthy. Sprinkle them on salads, mix them into quinoa, or blend them into pesto. They add flavor, texture, and healing all in one. Tiny, yes, but powerful. Absolutely. Part 10. Tiger nuts, the nut that delivers big. And now, for the surprise of the list, tiger nuts. Despite their name, they're not nuts at all. They're little root vegetables called tubers. But don't let that fool you, they're one of the best kept secrets in diabetic nutrition. Here's why. Tiger nuts are incredibly high in fiber, about 10 grams per ounce. That's nearly 40% of your daily need in just a small handful. All that fiber helps slow the absorption of sugar into the blood. That means fewer blood sugar spikes and a steadier insulin response. Tiger nuts also contain magnesium, potassium, and iron, all helpful for blood circulation, nerve health, and energy levels. But be careful, go slow at first. Too much fiber too fast can upset your stomach. Eat them raw, roasted, or soaked overnight to soften. They're sweet, nutty, and naturally satisfying. And there you have it. The nut that might just become your new best friend.